Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Peter Isesele, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to search for scholarships for masters or for PhD in both United States and in Canada. It's pretty much the same process, so it's going to be a practical section. I'm going to be showing you everything on my computer, so there is no too much talking on this video, and don't touch that dial. Just keep watching. All right, let's go straight to my computer and then see how to search and explore scholarship opportunities in Canada and in the United States. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be using today University of Alberta as a reference. So what you need to do, go to Google and type University of Alberta. So normally for you to know the actual departmental website, so like www.ualberta.ca, it means that is the very first point of call, right? If you go down, you might see some other things that are not necessarily University of Alberta, right? So let's just focus on this now so that we don't get distracted. So you click on University of Alberta, and now you need to check, especially if you are, for scholarships, right? Mostly for masters and PhD. So you go to and click on programs, and then you need to kind of click on, especially now, graduate program. And then there are going to be lots of opportunities that are available for programs, right? So you have to pretty much search, depends on your program, right? If you're doing engineering, you can search by engineering. If you are looking for law or medicine or nursing, public health, science, you can search by. These are the different faculties that are available, right? So for other universities, is also going to be the same thing. So just try to take notice of, when take notice of the faculty that you are applying to, and then search by that. So let's say, for example, you want to do something on agriculture, environmental science, or maybe something on human nutrition, right? So you click on this, then it's going to give you like different options that are available in this faculty, right? Faculty of AELS, right? Agricultural, Life and Environmental Sciences. They have these 1, 2, 3, 4 departments, right? They have 4 PhD program, 4 master's program. They have course-based masters, and then they also have thesis-based masters as well. You can also search based on if you're going to want the program to be on campus or not, right? So let's say you want to do, they offer a program, leading to Masters of Science in and Doctor of Philosophy, right? Especially in Agric, in Food and in Nutritional Science. So when you click on this, it's going to tell you, okay, this is the program, and then these are general, the entrance requirement, finance requirement, and then the contact, right? So this is going to tell you the department have research programs in these different options, right? If you want to do animal science or plant science, food science and tech, nutrition and metabolism, bioresources and engineering, here you can even see the types of research. They do clinical research, community research, metabolic research, public health, nutrition. If you want to do plant science, there is something on, cereal, plant biology, proteomics, biotechnology, and all of these different kinds of programs. And then you can even get, general information here, right? So it tells you for an M.Sc program or a course base, the departmental requirement are those with undergraduate or GPA with 2.0 on a 4-point scale, right? So if your university is a 5-point, GPA, then you have to just convert that to a 3-point GPA. Then there are other things in terms of language requirement, admission process, and then they will tell you what is required, right? In terms of the CV, motivation letter, names and contact of referees. And here you can see the deadlines that each of the departments they offer. And if you really want to know more, you can go to program information. And if you would just have any question to ask, there is grad.als.uobetter.ca. You can basically just email them for any question. And in case you're especially when you try to find a link you're not getting, then they'll be able to guide you through. So if I click on agricultural food and nutritional science, then you're going to see something about admission process. And then there is Masters of Agriculture, Masters of Science, and PhD. And you can even see graduate positions that are available, right? So if you click on any of these, it will tell you more about what each. And there is over $20 million in research funding. Isn't that amazing? So this is really exciting. And if I want to learn more about, okay, this particular department, they have animal science, division, food science and bioresources. They have something on human nutrition. They have something on plant science, and then you can basically get anything here. And then if you want to learn more specifically, you can go to the departmental website here. And on the departmental website, you're going to see a lot of things, right? For example, you see a lot of these are for students that are already in the program. So in terms of the courses they offer, all of the different, links, right? What you want to go to is search for where they talk about awards and scholarship, right? So if you click on awards and scholarships, then you're going to see the different scholarships opportunity that are available, right? So you can just browse through, read as much as you can just to kind of understand, who can get each of these different scholarships, right? For example, if I want to learn more about, let's say, agricultural food and nutritional science for grad student, it says that financial support is available for thesis. It's available for thesis-based masters and PhD students for AFNS through the research grant, which means that if you're able to get a supervisor, then you can get funding, right? And it's only for thesis-based. So if I click on read more, I want to know exactly how much it is, right? So there is the AFNS graduate funding opportunity, and then the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research estimates tuition costs and living expenses to approximately $22,000 for Canadians or PRO, and then $25,000 for FGSRO, right? So as per the minimum, what qualifies for stipend is at least $2,000 per month as per so there is a minimum that you can get, so as a master's or PhD student, you are not going to be getting anything less than 2,000 Canadian dollars per month. And there is this, a graduate research assistant fellowship. If a student is accepted with these, there is a guaranteed funding of $21,000 per year. You must get this, especially from your supervisor. And then for PhD, there is also a guaranteed funding of $23,000 per year, right? So these are mostly what the supervisors administer, right? Then there is also the graduate teaching assistant position, right? So this one is kind of, maybe you apply for there's a certain course that your professor is doing, you apply to become a teaching assistant. You also get paid extra money, and you can also be doing assistant, research assistant, and then you get paid more money. And then you can also see the Faculty of Graduate Studies. What are some of the scholarship that the university or the faculty offer, right? Or the university in general. There's a Queen Elizabeth, graduate scholarship, $18,000 for $10,800 for M.Sc and $15,000 for PhD. There's a Killiam Stewart Award, $5,000 to $35,000. There is recruitment award, top up award, then there's also the Venia scholarship. So some of these, especially the Venia, M.Sc, CHR, they are mostly for, maybe you've already applied, you've already gotten admission, so those are the ones that mostly get access to this scholarship, right? And then there are also the departmental specific awards. So these are the awards that you can get to apply for when you are already in the department, right? So it is not just getting the scholarship from the very beginning. When you start the program, there is going to be access to more funding and scholarship. So I'm just using this as an example, right? So if you explore other universities, and it's going to be the same process to search, right? And then you can see the Blair Scholarship, the Fisher 2007, 5004, 11,000. I actually got this award, this GT Legacy Fund Graduate Scholarship, $30,000. They just pay me once, I just woke up and then boom, they send 30,000 Canadian dollars to my account, right? So there are a lot of awards that you can apply for, but especially for thesis, masters, and PhD, is really contingent on you getting a supervisor. That's why you spend, a lot of effort, in terms of really getting a supervisor, because that is really the most important thing. Then you scroll down and then you can see how to apply, right? Calls are available. The department make callings. Then if you're a prospective or new student and not yet in a department, mailing, contact grad.als, so you can virtually look for any information that you want in this particular department. So you can try this for different departments, and then see what they offer, right? Let's try another university. Let's say one more thing. Before I go, let me just go back to this and show you something very interesting. So if you really want to know more about, how do I actually now get these professors that are in this department, right? If you go back, to the department, then let's say I'm interested in human nutrition, for example. I want to do PhD, right? There is the research team. So if I click on research team, I'm going to see the different professors that are working in different areas. For example, there are those that are working on nutritional requirements, right? They're investigating different nutrients for digestion and metabolism. If I'm interested in nutritional disease, these are the professors. If I want to do community health and dietetics, these are the professors. Just click on them. For example, if you click on Carla Prado, you can see her email address, in case you want to contact her, and then just kind of look at, her research area. Her research area is nutritional assessment and clinical nutrition. Here, you can just read and see what type of research the professor is doing, right? Read in detail. And then you can also see here, sometimes if there are any announcement, they can just, maybe there is a program, there is a position available, they can, advertise it here. You can even check their publication, right? Some of these are pretty, maybe 2014, 13, but you can set on PubMed, just type the professor's name, go to PubMed, and then see their very latest research. Let me just quickly do that, because since we are there, so if I click on Prado M, and then I go to PubMed, okay? If I go to PubMed is really kind of where you see all of their recent research, right? And then I search, okay? So when you search, you're going to really see what is their current research. For example, you can see here, this is 2022, March of 2022, right? And I would really advise to kind of focus on where the professor is a primary, or the primary author, right? The primary author is really where you see the professor is the last name over here, right? So for example, here, if I click on this, you can see here, this is 2021, right? But you will not see that, because maybe not all the professors actually update their own research, right? So if you set kind of Prado here, you can see the recent research, right? They do a lot of collaborative work, which might not necessarily be their their main research area. They just collaborate with other professors, right? So you can search based on that. Okay. Then if you're interested in other professors, so you can search on, let's say you want to see what, this professor works on. You can see her email address in case you want to email her. You can see her research, interest. You can read through. If it aligns with your interest, you can see publications. This is 2020. This is pretty much, updated, right? So here you can see that her name is coming out third last, which means that it's saying she is like the primary author. Then you can click on these, read a couple of her papers, and then send her email that you're planning to come for master's or for PhD. If there's a funding opportunity that is available. Isn't that exciting? So that is one of the, kind of the surest way to get supervisor. So you can try that in different universities and see. So let's just quickly type, any university, it's the same thing, right? You want to try for Canada, for United States, just type the university as well in the States, go through that department and see what they offer. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you really want more information and really how to search for others, if you have any specific questions, you can leave the question in the drop down menu, and I will try as much as possible to look at your question and address it as early as possible. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was really insightful and helpful in terms of helping you to know how to search for supervisor, and getting scholarship in Canada. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification so whenever new videos are released, you'll be the first to get it. Thank you.